Good afternoon, everybody. You guys had a fantastic weekend. Let's go ahead and jump right into this so you can get on with the rest of your weekend and let's go from here. So, the first one that I'm looking at is ACN. Excuse me. Now, this one, I'm seeing some upward momentum come in here, back up to the upside, even though it is stacked down 821.50. We are above the 200 day. We're seeing upward momentum come in on the daily. Seeing it also come in on the hourly. That's already starting to get some crossovers here, and still fairly strong on the weekly chart. So if this can hold and we open above the 8 and start trending back up towards 360, idea here is to take it long with a put spread pretty much right at that 200 day. So what I'm looking at is March 18th, and it's not the most liquid, and it's also a little spready, about $1 wide. So I wouldn't go chasing this one to get the fill, but if it holds up pretty strong, I'd be looking right around the 335, 330 puts, anywhere from $1.30 to $1.50 in credit. Right now, that's showing a 75 pop, which is really great for a vertical put spread defined at a 35 delta. And of course, even if you get a $1.30 here, it's going to limit your loss to 370 because you are defined. Don't go chasing this one, but if it holds its strength here going into next week, I like this one. Right. The next one that I'm looking at is Adobe sideways here. Right? Adobe has been channeling here pretty much after earnings. It hit earnings and it really dropped. This was the downfall. But now it's hanging out sideways. We're seeing a little bit of upward momentum come in as it starts to enter a squeeze. So I want to watch it, but I'm looking at iron condoring this right around that 200 day and then well below some support here. And then just keeping a tight stop on it. So with this one, we're going to be going to the March 18th again. And as of right now, I would like to sell the 455 puts, buy those 450s, and then sell the 580 calls, buy those 585s. It is also a little spready. You can see that this 585 is not the most best here. So again, I wouldn't go chasing it, but I would take anywhere from $1.30 to $1.50. It covers the expected move, gives a great pop for an iron condor, 65%. Of course, you're defined. Okay, so I do like that one. Be the sideways play here. Next one that I'm looking at is going to be dependent on how strong Amazon continues, but of course that's going to be Amazon. Amazon had great earnings, blew it out of the water. It is still stacked to the downside, but we had that strength. So if the strength continues and we break this 50 day, it's got the run room to the 200 day, and then up she goes. So assuming it can keep the strength going, I want to sell a put spread on this one as well. Okay. With that one, we're looking into March. It'll be somewhere right around the 3,000 to 29.80. But right now, a $5 wide, 29.85 at a 30 delta. Okay, it's about $1.40 in credit, and that's going to be a great pop at 65%. Okay, give you a little bit of wiggle room here. Now, if it ends up weak, I would not take this play. I wouldn't go call spread. I'd just wait for it to look like maybe fill in the gap and then take it long. But I like that one a lot. All right. The next one that I'm looking at is Walgreens. Okay, Walgreens also kind of just sideways here. You can see it had a channel here, it had a channel here. It really rallied up here, but it's pulling back below that 200-day moving average. So I want to cover the most recent resistance and support here and just see if it can continue in this trend that it's been in for since July of last year. So this one will lean it slightly long in case it does decide to market around. So with this is March, selling the 42.5 puts and the 55 calls. Try to get at least 50 cents for this. So 2 contracts, that'll put you only at $970 in buying power. 6 deltas long and a nice 82 pop. And as you can see, it covers the expected move, then some. And I wouldn't try to iron condor it. It's already gonna be too cheap for you. It'd be too tight of an iron. And then the last one I'm looking at is going to be WYNN. Okay. WYNN, this one will lean it a little bit short, but as you can see, WYNN has also been channeling in this range pretty much since August of last year, hanging out here. get above the 200-day for any potential rally where it breaks these resistance levels. And then, of course, I'm going to cover support should it really break down and break through support. 5. Okay. Now, this one does lean it short, about 4.5 deltas with one contract. So I'm looking at March, selling the 65 puts and the 105 calls. $10 past expected move, $1.40 or better. Okay. 4.5 delta short, 84 pop. It's cheap at only 850. Not bad, gang. That's it. That's all I'm looking at. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. And maybe one day I'll see you in chat. Take care.